Hello, hello, it's Business Partner, Unit 7, Working Abroad, Lesson 7.3, Part A, Communication Skills, Decision Making. Taking decisions isn't always easy. And my question to you is it easier when you decide by yourself or when there are two people to help each other to take the decision, to make decisions? Well, when it comes to decision making, are two heads better than one? What do you think? Have you experienced this when two people have to take together the decision? Learners are aware of different ways to make decisions and can use phrases for expressing preferences. Well, this is an invitation for you to grow on how you are making decisions and how we are working on this. It's very important because we make decisions all the time. And sometimes we need to share the responsibility with others. What do you prefer? Why don't you write in the comments your preference, please? How do you make decisions with other people? Because people from different cultures make decisions in different ways. If both are from the same culture, maybe it's easier, but when you are from different places, different backgrounds, and you have differences in culture, what is the most effective way for you to make decisions? For example, when organizing an event, like a party for a colleague or a fellow student, is it better when you decide everything and you ask other people to do things, or do you prefer to decide with other people? We have these two pieces of information here on how two different cultures approach decision making. Which culture, A or B, do you feel closer to? And what risks are there when someone from culture A is working with someone from culture B? Maybe this is the most difficult thing. And I'm curious if you have an idea about that. Let's read. Culture A, it's important to have consensus. This means it's important to act as a group and have a discussion before decisions are made. The process of reaching a result is just as important as the result itself. Deadlines are useful to keep people focused, but they should be seen as flexible and can be moved around as circumstances or objectives change. Are you someone that has culture A? Are you from culture A? Let's see culture B. It's important to be decisive. If the group can't reach a decision, then the person responsible should make one based on the information available. Achieving results and reaching decisions are more important than the process of getting there. People who respect deadlines show both commitment and competence. Those who don't may be seen as unprofessional or disorganized. All right, are you culture B? It's very important when the decisions are respected, when deadlines are reached and are respected, and when the results come, but sometimes it doesn't happen so easily. So we have here a situation, and if you are watching Unit 7 here, you probably have already seen other videos like these, in which there's Paula, Stephanie, and clients, and they're talking about their product. Their product is an online course on business. It's an interesting video course, Pro Manage, and they are launching a series of online project management courses. Well, they are selling that to clients, and here Stephanie and Paula prepare for a meeting with potential customers from a Mexican chain of business schools, Susan and Pedro. What goal do they each have for the meeting? Stephanie and Paula. Which approaches do they want to take? And why? And what problems do you foresee? Well, basically, they are from culture A and B. And I think I'm more like culture A. And you? Well, Paula is Mexican and Stephanie is German. Which culture do you think Stephanie, the German, is? A or B? Well, there will be differences between them. And there could be some discussion, something like this. You have access to the video, so I'm not putting the video here in this one. You can watch that, and then we will have a very good discussion during the live lesson. You in your class and my students and I. If you want to study with me, by the way, you can send me a direct message and we can start studying together. Otherwise, you can have it with your teacher in your course. Otherwise, you can also look for these like Business Partner B1 Plus and 7.3.1 and find in YouTube the video, this video, by the way. After that, after watching, we are able to discuss which is the best approach, A or B, for Paula and Stephanie to use to get commitment from their potential customers. As a class, decide which video to watch first. Video option A, focus on your expertise and lead the discussion toward fixed dates and decisions you have in mind. Basically, culture B. And option B, in option B, you have here, focus on finding out more about their needs and priorities and make decisions together about dates and other steps. Well, this is basically culture B. We have both approaches here. We can watch the videos. You also have access to them in your book, and well, you could find them on the internet at YouTube, I believe. But the idea is to watch the videos and in the sequence you decide, or the class decides, and answer the same questions for each video. How do Susan and Pedro react to the approach taken? What is the solution that is agreed and who suggests it? And overall, how successful was the decision-making process and why? I agree that there are some times in which approach B or culture B is more interesting. Maybe the people involved don't know much about the things involved. So if someone comes with guidance and helps people to find a decision, it's very good. Otherwise, if many experienced people are together, maybe culture A could be better because respects everybody's point of view. I don't know. This is my point of view. You can think differently. So that's the point in number 4. Discuss how you think Paula and Stephanie felt at the end of each video and think about the result and the decision-making process. We can see if Paula is happy, if Stephanie is happy. They are in other units. Unit 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they appear sometimes. There are different characters here in this story of selling Pro Manage. They are always in lesson point 3. These sketches, they are very interesting. But then there's the conclusion. Watch the conclusion section of the video, note down the 3 cultural differences mentioned and the recommendation for overcoming them. Because if there are differences, the other one isn't wrong. The point is that both can be successful. The successful thing is understanding, cooperating, working together well without crises and things like this. Have you experienced any of the differences? If so, how did you overcome them? I'd really like to know, and you could write in the comments. I would really like to learn about you, about your experience in life and work. Think about the following questions and write in the comments or talk to your colleagues during the lesson. Which communication style do you think is more effective when reaching decisions, and why? Culture A or culture B? Does your culture influence how you make decisions? How? Do you have an example? Tell us in the comments. What are one advantage and one possible advantage of your own personal style? And following this lesson, decide one thing which you can do to handle working across cultures more effectively in the future. Because you are probably culture A or culture B. How can you understand better the other culture? How can you work in more symphony with the other group? That would be positive for your experience in life and for your career. So think about it and how you can adapt to be successful in your company, in your life as a business manager. Well, I loved this discussion. The videos are interesting and I hope you like it very much. Well, to finish the lesson or part A of lesson 7.3, let's see the pronunciation bank. Strong or weak? What is it about? It's about words. Some words aren't usually very important, but sometimes we need to emphasize them. Listen, let me go to the first part. Very common words such as a, an, and, are, as, have, the, to, are usually spoken in their weak forms, unless they are stressed. But why would they be stressed? For example, for contrast. Are these your glasses? Yes, they are. So you stress here. Yes, they are, thanks. But you don't stress, are these your glasses? No, are these your glasses? Are these your glasses? And then the other person says, yes, they are, thanks. And this is what we are going to work on now. We have this sentence here. Pay attention.
Unit 7. Pronunciation. Recording 2. I don't agree that deadlines can never be moved around. I think they can be sometimes.
You see, they can never be moved around. I think it can, because you're emphasizing. Because it is surprising, it is different from what everybody thinks. Maybe not everybody, but you know, this is it. And here, do you think the words in italics, like as, import as the result, deadlines are useful to keep people focused? That's their main purpose. I think consensus is important. What do you think? If they can't all reach an agreement, what do you think we should do? So, what are the words that should be stressed? Do you have an idea? Do you know for sure? Do you? Well, this is what we are doing, checking and learning. Look at this. The process. It isn't the process, but the process is as important as the result. Result is stressed, but not as, right? That's it. Deadlines are useful to keep people focused. Deadlines, useful, keep focused. These are the stressed words, not are or to. But pay attention here. That's their main purpose. That is a determiner isn't is here, that is a demonstrative, is stressed here because it's the subject. That's their main purpose, okay? I think consensus is important. What do you think? I think consensus is important. What do you think? You is stressed. Why? Because it's contrasting to my opinion. I think consensus is important. I think consensus is important. What do you think? You see? If we can't all reach an agreement, what do you think we should do? What do you think we should do? Do should be stressed. I could stress you. What do you think we should do? Because, well, although the book doesn't suggest that, I'm contrasting you with we from here, right? What do you think we should do? Or what do you think we should do? We can't reach an agreement. But let's listen. And now you're going to see that it isn't stressed here. But listen.
Unit 7. Pronunciation. Recording 3. 1.
The process is as important as the result.
No stress in S, Z, right? Because process, important, result are the important words.
2.
Deadlines are useful to keep people focused. That's their main purpose.
Right? That's their main purpose.
3.
I think consensus is important. What do you think?
What do you think? Contrasting with I.
4.
If we can't all reach an agreement, what do you think we should do?
What do you think we should do? Yet here she stresses do, not you think. But I could think we could stress you here, but it isn't. Did you notice that as can't is negative, it is also stressed? It wasn't in the list, but N isn't stressed, and so on. Only do here in the list, right? Well, this is interesting. Let's stress the important words when you're contrasting things and when you are giving to the other one the possibility to participate, to join the decision-making process. And this is what we've been talking about in this lesson, decision-making 7.3. Very nice lesson. If you liked this preparation for your actual lesson, please strike the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's very nice. It was a pleasure for me to record this video, and I hope you liked very much. And I hope you watch part B of the lesson. That will be my next video. All the best to you. Have a great English learning. Bye bye.